Today, from Salt Lake City, Utah, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Salt Lake City Elks taking on the Columbus Explorers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Columbus Explorers and the Salt Lake City Elks. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Salt Lake City ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Salt Lake City. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Looking to throw. Calhoun firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 1st and 10, Calhoun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Calhoun. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
From the gun on 3rd down. Calhoun. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st down, Calhoun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. Look at the big man rumble. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
And
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, buying time to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Langford. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Elks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, They'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 catches, 92 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on third down, Calhoun throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage of that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On second down, Langford. And some room to work.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Langford. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Elks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Calhoun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Calhoun. And it's intercepted. A nice little juke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
21-0 our score after 1.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got it to about the 40.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Ooh, the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Looking to throw. Calhoun. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Explorers get a bit closer.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The give to Langford up the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Langford running right.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Second and 6. This complete to Langford.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Calhoun pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Calhoun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and 2, Calhoun.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Zimmerman. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They bring their punter out there now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. The Bears had too much talent to finish the way they did, as a Week 17 victory can only get them to 6-10 with one game to go. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 21-18, your final. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2nd and 4. He finds his man complete. That's Zimmerman. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Langford.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Langford again.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Underwood.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Under pressure again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Calhoun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Calhoun. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a toss here. Short side. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Calhoun. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Lamb. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Got to
to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Langford up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Underwood. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Here's Langford.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Zimmerman.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the running game, Langford. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Zimmerman.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Dancing to his left. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they run with Langford. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Elks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
To throw on 2nd down, Calhoun. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Langford again. Busy man this afternoon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Zimmerman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Now a handoff. It's Langford. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He'll wind up losing 10 there. A full 10 yards. So that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now it's Langford.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
As they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 1st down. Calhoun. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw again.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
On 4th down, Calhoun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. One final shot. They'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Salt Lake City, they get back to 500 at 8-8 with one game remaining. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.